Talking Point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Yes, family, I want to welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. Meaning, I'm Mr. Komon-Tok. As always, we deal with we usual Komon-Tok here. Today, exclusively, one can pinch on the corruption as we don't get from the Afro Barometer. The corruption statistics, the fight against corruption, the statistics, they overwhelm with we international partners as well as we the ordinary people there. But I want to focus on exactly what the leaders in the do about it. It's very, very important. And we also they look at and ask a question if the governments they turn the fight against corruption into witch hunt. We want for belief say if we're serious about fighting corruption, that's something what we get for take wouldn't say like comprehensively, holistically, we're not going to put people there above other people there or exempt other people there or get a sacred cow then we inform make sure say the law taking course because corruption is responsible for the death of millions of Sierra Leoneans from decades ago, not only this time around, and we know what's in the cause and if we not feta, definitely we will get self blame. And that we go pay attention to. We go also look at the issue where they take place in the country, the issue of harassment. Yesterday we count some evidence there. We people then they complain right now. Ordinary citizens they know they get the freedom. They can put checkpoints, they ask you for your phone, then confiscate your phone. If you join groups then can go to your house without search warrants. It's just too chaotic. And what is going on, And one video, one clip, one of the audios of Adebayo, where they make rounds on social media, where a lot of people then comment on. We don't comment here because we're not being add flames. We don't add flame on the fire. And we want to be much more responsible because anything we ever do tribal war, tribal incitement, we condemn her and we not live for her. But as always, we not go turn a blind eye on things and really trend. I make us say Komon-Tok, the thing that we trend, and we pay attention to it. About the first sentence for January, we have for this opportunity for welcoming here. Talking Point platform. Yeah, we're there to talk about the things that we get the potential for can we go beyond. We also get the potential for can we before. Things that with the traditional media not to talk called and they largely ignore or really prefer for talk. And we pay attention to it. Why? Because the community members and that's them pay premium to it. When you join this community, I guarantee you, you must get something to go learn from one or two person because people will get highly smart, interesting people there. We're passionate about something. Join the comment section and drop your comments. If you say get something we want to share to the public. As always, we need to waste time, but we can't focus on nobody share better one.
Just one platform for news everything now we country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big country. We breeze not a shit.
All right, family. As always, when I know the bond we exist between owner and we, also for every share, let the message go. Now, first, I'm sure a good number of now don't see this this sort of like survey. I will put that on a scene. Today I don't manage kind of a little bit not to the feedback bright, but let me manage the show like that, small. 61% of Sierra Leone's Sierra Leoneans say government is failing in fight against corruption. This is the recent Afro Barometer we come out, and this the good work, they tell well for the country. Now, you know, I want to take you to the words of JMB, which he talk about corruption, and we will try for expand now for tell you see the fight against corruption. It seems as if we don't put her into a political which owns for such a political cause. Anyway, listen this we can just now.
But I want to say this clearly that we have to draw the line on corruption in this country. We have to fight corruption, and it is a fight that we must win. And it is a fight that we must fight together in order to win. I know corruption is going to fight back, but we are on the better side of history. So I encourage all Leoneans to join me to fight corruption. This is just the beginning.
All right, that was a clarion call for JMB, where they asked all Sierra Leoneans for joining for fight corruption. And it was nice in the beginning. People were excited. People were in a jubilant mood because we feel say this statement na reality statement. But you know, Solomon not fool. And then he say you can fool some you can fool some people and you can fool some people in some time, but you're not go fool the people and you're not go fool all the people all the time. People and they almost wake up and sensitize other people. And because the facts we don't know now from sources now, you know, sincere people don't begin to raise up. Now we don't see statistics that don't begin come out. They say that the Sierra Leoneans, and this is not a something I make up. You can search for this, and I make up put Thomas Dixon. Of course, I'm not saying a regular contributor on AYV, and one of these journalists in Salon said they do a very good well, and they do very good. Nine puts up this one. Of course, you can check Nine in Twitter page. So the point what they make here is we don't know now from the ordinary person don't know now the fight against corruption. This now like wouldn't they say now like we don't take them political, we don't take them personal now. The leaders they don't take them personal. Instead of them fight for the national interest of the common man, for we get enough money for buy medicine, we get enough money for put electricity, we save enough money for we able make roads, pay with teachers, doctors, we don't turn an in a way. A case in point, we see certain people with this administration, the then opposition, JMB, Mother BO, the opposition, and SLPP government, then get certain key people where them be the CC and corrupt. But when this government come, because then people and they then go beg or then go turn bootlickers or then go sympathize with the government or then go join the government, even though them people and then one of the people in the world they trumpet the names and for saying corrupt, they exempt them. That's not question where you will ask why that will happen. I will give you a case in point. Let's go back into history. I want to listen Alpha Saidu Bangura. Of course, not a new name, the social media. One of the people that will begin make social media popular, but if the crowds in program they make a lot of Sierra Leoneans they subscribe to in program, Kapu Sense, no Kapu Word. But anyway, let's take you back. This is what we talk about. Key players like Alpha Car, and ask yourself the question: why then people are then pull out of corruption? And apart from that, Alpha Saidu Bangura expose certain things where they happen during where sort of typical of JMB, where it seems to be the word, it seems to be coming into reality now. Some of those outlandish accusation or whatever comments they make. Anyway, long waste time on this. Listen, Alpha Saidu Bangura will come back just now.
Me salon fambul dem unado this Alpha Saidu Bangura they bring to another edition of Kapu Sense No Kapu Word. Today, Monday, September 19, 2016. Today, I go talk to una about two issues them where once again clearly show say President Anescoma they recklessly and most irresponsibly run with beloved country Sierra Leone. The two issues that we are going to talk about now. One, the rampant killing where they go on in Sierra Leone, especially in Freetown, where na the seat of power, where na the government and all in apparatus then they. The second issue I will talk about now something we don't become a pattern now. Every year, President Ernest Koroma, they take beaucoup people them, bring them come na the United Nations then General Assembly. This time na 49 people them they na in delegation.
Miss Alon Fambule Monado, this Alpha Side Bangura, they bring to another edition of Kapusens No Kapu World. Today, Monday, the 7th of December 2015. Today, I did point out to Una, my brother and my sister, them from Sierra Leone, the fact that President Ernest Koroma gets the wrong people in sensitive positions. Now that make them all they conspire and destroy the country. If you not remember, some time ago, I've been telling her say the minister responsible for information and communications, Alaji Alpha Kanu, na corrupt person. Na person where they do things them with detrimental to Sierra Leone and its people, only for making get personal gain and benefit. I mean, you know, a case in which he collect beaucoup money from people them say they can then go Hajj, he no can then go Hajj, he punish them for nothing.
Me salon fambul them onwado. This na Alpha Side Bangura of Kapusens No Kapu World. They bring to the morning report today, Tuesday, September 19, 2017. I listened to Julius Badabio and in blind supporter them all over social media. They say me no like Julius Badabio. I want me to tell me what he make a for like Julius Badabio. We thief me country salon in money, it can America, it can buy us, we cost over $600,000. He left me people in a salon. He make a for like Julius Badabio, we bring tribalism, he bring thuggery and violence for can destroy the SLPP when we don't suffer for. What he make a for like Julius Badabio, where he left the people when a better people and the people away will bring SLPP together. People like Dr. Mane, he go bring Prince Adin when a thief man, where he thiefte Alaji Ahmad Jidan Kaba Drebam is second for thief.
Me salon fambul them unado. This Alpha Side Bangura, they bring to another edition of Kapusens No Kapu World. Today, Monday, September 18, 2017. In this edition, I will explain to how Julius Badabio don't destroy the SLPP, and that one day na been the desire of a heart for a very long time. Fellow Leoneans and members of the SLPP in particular, yesterday, Sunday, September 17, 2017, the SLPP be elect a national executive for run the affairs of the SLPP for the next 2 years. They've been picked 30 people for run the SLPP. 95% of them 30 people and they na Mende people them. Then come out at the southeast. That one they clearly should say Julius Madabio don't bring tribalism. We're not a part of the SLPP, come inside the SLPP.
All right. The reason why I can always emphasize that we are very lucky within a position of privilege. The fact that we get access to technology, which you don't talk. Even though they talk now, yeah, which we don't talk, belong to we again. It belong to the world. Anybody who wants, I can get on. Even if I delete this one now, because YouTube gets a program where they download if you don't get time for watch. So even if I download the live video, other people that don't download this particular one, they don't get time. So just for tell you, say when you don't talk something, we keep in record. The point why they make here is family on help share and please I like the program. Otherwise, I'm not motivate me, honestly. The point is corruption for be something we'll for pay more attention to, in the sense we're not for user as political, which owns. Now I'll take you back to these sort of allegations we they make against Dr. Samuel Kamara. I'm sure if we see us about fighting corruption, these names they wouldn't, but the Alpha Academy, and for their part of it, the Arch Gates, the other issues there, but we're not anybody. And these are people that were very close to Ernest Koroma, Naira Taman, the Victor Fode. In fact, a lot of people then say most of the evidence where the government gets now waiting Alpha Academy and Silver Blyden narrates to JMB. They use some of them, but we don't get evidence of that. It's an allegation and stuff. But the point is, if they say, show me your friends, I will tell you who you are. Ernest Koroma, if another, listen carefully, Ernest Koroma, if government said to them a corrupt person, and wouldn't I be best friend? Wouldn't I be best friend? Advisor, spokesperson, Minister of Information, Minister of Minerals, Resources, blah, blah. Wouldn't I in close confidant? It was this guy. So why you go this one person, you left this other person? Are we serious? Apart from that, the government, and one thing where I feel so shocking about JMB, where from that day now put a big question mark about the fight against corruption. How can let's share something to now? I want to hear you what in JMB talk where it pulled me out, honestly. It pulled me out. That thing they pulled me out to the the highest level, and it pulled me out. Last year for you. I not be the expected GMV for talk here, but you be already don't talk. Low put a low. I see. All right. Okay. Logo.
In this country, if we do not fight and win the fight against corruption, we have another problem that will take us down, can destroy this nation. I consider, so ladies and gentlemen, we will find the means to chart the way forward as to what we are going to do.
All right, okay. That's okay. Listen.
And we listen the current fight against corruption.
All right, family, listen there. Listen carefully. This one. Listen.
Which they mean. And would you say the current fight against corruption has minimized corruption in your administration, or do you think you also have thieves in administration?
I wouldn't call anybody I've appointed as thieves, but I would tell you for sure that now, if you have to steal, you must be very cautious. Excuse me, we have all been corrupt in this country.
All right. Now, the problem I get about this statement where JMDB make, If you see yourself about fighting corruption, no give tacit support, no encourage your ministers and public servants then, no give them that blanket for say anybody where you appoint, you know, we call them thief man, even if evidence are against them. This now like indirectly you don't pattern at the back say you can go ahead. This not to say paraphrase. I make a cow that side there because sometimes if you just talk, people then go say it talk. But now in talk say anybody when you appoint, you know, the call thief man. We see the 49,000 bag of rice. 30 they will not eat butter. We see recently the former chief immigration boss about Kaze, three big Benz wagon, Jeep then, I mean, just very expensive cars we all know say it's not possible for like for 200 years with salon money doiba. And we also know, according to some sources, the NRA boss, you know, say Ron Saka, not so. According to allegation, they say it take $10 million. This now allegation. And now, why make it difficult for we to know the truth? Because we not get auditor. Auditor general not there. If we get auditor general, we know exactly. And that's not the blunder way GMB make. And I make they take and say the fight against corruption, we don't weaponize that. Because if we go back into something we don't take in 1992, we say they fight corruption and we get other people there where the whole gets the hallmark of corruption, or then be they very close to people who then say they're corrupt. Why then people are for go free? People are not full again. Take a listen to this message quick. Take a listen to waiting about Dr. Samuel Kamara in case on the Rutile. They can't just now.
SLPP government come under Pakaba. Rutile was going down because of the war impact. Rutile be one forget grab up again. And we there at a point where Solomon Berwa was then vice president. We're looking for a flagship international project where Sierra Leone will rely on to give the message to the international world that Sierra Leone, despite the war, is now ready to come back into the global economic activity area. So therefore, we're looking for one good international company investment in Sierra Leone. Because once you get down there, then it will send the message to other countries like Sierra Leone was then a safe country where any investor can come and do the investment. That's how when Rutile came to the government, they asked for so many waivers, incentives. One of them was, they said, we owe government a $5 million worth of dollars of PAYE unpaid. And PAYE, now pay as you earn interest. Because they said during the war period, they are not performing, but they kept accumulating PAYE to government. So they asked for a waiver. Then the vice president said, what do you advise in the Ministry of Finance? I was then financial secretary. My advice was that as an incentive, you can provide them time relief, not to forgo the obligation, because it's a line of credit to us as a government. I say with the hope say Rutile will pick up someday tomorrow. So we don't want to forgo this money. What we can do is give them time relief. And time relief is one of the instruments where they use in debt management. So we gave them to us, okay, can you defer this payment of PAYE, but you must remain current with all due PAYE obligations. Rutile agreed. Say, okay, this is good.
So when I don't get a flashback about some of those discussions back then, we Dr. Samuel Kamara gets from social media then, Ibrahim then, where maybe interview Dr. Samuel Kamara and not ask her that question there, we be kind of program now, yeah. We don't ask her that question there. The point where they make here is we are not serious about corruption. Now we invest more on personal fight, political scores. Because the government, I make a play for you the audio, the video where the president they call for the country for make world joiner. He call on every citizen for fight corruption. But when we get somebody where we appoint as Auditor General, or the government appoints for fight corruption, guess what happened? Listen.
Kind of story we've been following here on Focus, the controversial audit of Sierra Leone's finances. The audit service is releasing its annual report, and it does not make for pretty reading for a government that has boasted that it is serious in the fight against mismanagement and corruption. It comes just after the suspension of the country's respected Auditor General, Lara Taylor Pierce, who authored the report. The government defended her suspension, but it raised the alarm for professionals within the country and further afield. From Freetown, Umaru Fofana has details.
The 562-page document is a damning report by all standards. The auditors have given a qualified opinion, which means an unsatisfactory fiscal management performance last year. The report reads that the fish in the country's waters are being misappropriated. The prison inmates are victims of mismanagement. Hard-working university students are overtaken by those who can afford to bribe lecturers, and the rest of mankind are starved off by people who have their hands on the till. The roots of the alleged malfeasance seem deep and the branches wide. The reports found across virtually all public enterprises and commissions that there were irregularities in taxation, inventory, and unretired expenditure. Some payments could not be accounted for. These alleged irregularities amount to nearly $4 million. Additionally, cash losses also account for more than $11 million, enough to finance the procurement of free healthcare drugs and other essential medical supplies for the entire country, as well as cover half of the budget to feed children in schools next year. Crucially, it takes a deep dive into the office of the president, especially on overseas travels involving the first family. Impressed for various travels, the audit says, was not properly retired. It calls for the monies to be paid back to the state, not least because the retirement receipts were marred by what the report calls discrepancies, inaccuracies, and inconsistencies. So what does the government say in reaction to the overall audit report? Mohammed Rahman Suare is a government spokesman.
We just received the audit report yesterday. We are studying it. And as a government which has a strong foundation of transparency and accountability, we will act on all legitimate recommendations.
What this report shows is clearly, it undermines that track record which you are emphasizing on.
This report is very sensational. I have seen amounts allegedly not accounted for, which are now being mistaken for amounts that have been embezzled. At the time the auditors visited, some of the documents held by some vote controllers were not available at the time. Nobody is a criminal yet. The audit is a process. People still have time to establish their reputation, to clear their names, and to establish the facts as they are.
It doesn't put the presidency in a good light in terms of giving account for fiscal goings-on there.
The president does not handle resources. So there are people responsible for managing resources in the presidency. As long as there are legitimate allegations ascertained by the audit report, appropriate actions will be taken to ensure restitution, to ensure that these situations are remedied.
Civil society has expressed concern over the report. Ibrahim Tommy heads the Center for Accountability and Rule of Law.
It is certainly shocking. You would have hoped that by now we'll be making significant progress in terms of managing our revenue as well as public expenditure. But the report clearly shows that there are still significant gaps and there are still a lot of areas that we need to focus on as a country. The government certainly needs to take public financial management a bit more seriously.
What do you make of the details about the Office of the President?
Obviously, that is, I guess, the highlight of the report. My hope is that the Office of the President will put out a clear statement explaining how those transactions were made. In particular, the report notes that certain payments were claimed to have been made, but upon verification, the payments were not done.
The Anti-Corruption Commission is set to have a busy Christmas. In a press release, it says it has started immediate examination of the report, assuring that it will work speedily by addressing the issues without favor.
All right, 2 years ago, not so, this woman, Lara Piastillo, did do fantastic job to go after corrupt people. Yes, they said the office of the president, according to the former Minister of Information, Swari, he said not to the president they handle finances. That's fine. But there are people in where they handle their resources in there. So if we get discrepancy, double dipping, we get right for all them people they accountable for punish them. Because we then for explain who said the money that they go. But if we see the statement, make I said the statement where GMB make that all where Umar Fofana be invited and be interviewed. Now, unfortunate statement for say anybody where in employ, the collective man. That was like you boost the morale because we all know we say we want to salute people. Majority of people, I would say maybe 99.9%. Maybe, just maybe. When they go into politics, they go serve themselves, their pockets and the family. We know that now. So the government, a president will be tough. A language will be tough in the face of the world, particularly in camera, for let you not send any sort of like weak statement, for let you not send any kind of encouraging statement to people, tacit support. But for let the president come publicly, and we don't see many cases in this government, 35 years, will not any other thing. The only will not anybody who they actually convicted, any serious person. With a big time, a big gun, and we know that they can handle the big resources, and we see the audit reports and just expose everything. 2 years, Lara Pia still not get justice, and the president then be called say let's alone people enjoy now for fed corruption. So if they see that they count corruption there from 1992, people then get concerned. And look at the statistics now where they talk. Salon people, it's not to me make 61% of Sierra Leoneans say government is failing in the fight against corruption. That's tell you say Salomon of fool. It's shameful. It really shameful. I think with this topic, we go the left at the top here. The next time will come, we'll continue from this witch hunts. First, a lot of people want to know waiting at witch hunts. Lord put and let people then learn. This is simple because this word people can use are waiting at witch hunts nowadays. An attempt to find and publicly punish a group of people perceived as a threat. That's nine they mean by witch hunt. So what's in the happens now, where government they go against certain people, where then perceive for be where they see like say this sort of their rival, or they see them say this a threat to them, find a way at least for put them in the limelight, publicly shame them and punish them, just at least for settle scores or maybe just silence them. That's not the clear definition of which hunt. You go check out for yourself in case you want to find another way. This is not a universal definition, but the word is the longer short of it, the meaning or the entire idea about which hunt in the change. All right. Now, before we drop into this, I want to play one short video they make rounds on social media where I think say it's very important for listen. Lord, listen. What they come.
Jama, assalamu alaikum. Idris Salam Conte, former editor, Concord Times newspaper. I come for react to the video we Adebayo released. We did ask all Timni people for attack many people and shoot them and kill them with which gun. Any size say possible boa bise. This is not the most redundant and the most extraneous audio we don't pull since they began in propaganda campaign. In Sierra Leone, we all interrelated ethnically. So if Adebayo say you not Timni speaking person, we see any Mende speaking person, you for shoot and kill him, which means me, as Idris Salam Conte, for begin, as my wife, not a Timni. So what I for do? I for begin for kill my wife for swing a Mende. And then, me grandpiki is married to Mende man, I for go, I shoot me son-in-law, I kill him. And my boy piki is married Mende woman, I for go, I shoot me daughter-in-law, we migrant picking them, we na mende picking them. I forgo about, I begin kill my own family members. This is a very redundant and extraneous presentation we do. They urge the people of Sierra Leone to avoid all ethnically motivated rhetoric, because it not get nothing for do with we, and not go develop we, and it will only ignite trouble. We all know what happened in Rwanda in 1994 during the genocide. We know want this in Sierra Leone. If you say any side way person say Boabi say let them kill him. What about the hundreds of thousands of Timi people where they na Bo, na Kenema, where they na Kailahu, where they take Bangbatuk, and don't work all inside. All the people that you go na market as they say, Mpiari, oya sekeo, watru ni seke reken ura, oni son, mine mela urobange, nothing they talk to it directly. So this na very redundant comment, and we all ethnically related through intermarriages, just like we all interrelated even by religion. You dey marry your wife, na Christian, you left farm, it practice. President Kababin set that example. We na strong Muslim, a married woman, we na strong Catholic, and then live in peace till God take them. So we not go accept intertribal war, and not so because Adebayo don't become trapped. Also, they enable move again and enable doing propaganda work. It can incite ethnically motivated violence. How you go begin? If you say anybody will talk mende killer, so they begin kill you grandpa, they begin kill your wife, you begin kill you auntie them, because now so we all interrelated. What about you people in the south and the east? Any side person say,
Anyway, Fumble, this are the age of knowledge. I believe say if we don't go past our level day. You know, I don't talk here past 1 million times. I don't get any issue with Adebayo. But however, sometimes we therefore, if we truly sincere, we genuine, if you truly the talk for salon, certainty will get for draw a red line. You know why I knock out that video, that clip there? Because we don't want to promote them kind of clip them there. And I'll be largely try for ignore this particular sort of like audio will go viral, but I mean I can't, because more and more people they make reaction to it, and always something we no say anything they almost counter. Tribal war not in the solution, in the help way. Yes, there are a lot of things that they go on at the country we're not good. My brothers and sisters and my family behind the scene, I tell you the truth. I got some senior people in government, will be done in government to the out of government, where they tell me some bitter pain where they go through because of the tribe. It is true. However, for we engage into war, for you see, this part makes sense. We all know how interconnected, interrelated, intermarriage is there. And not just fit we for find other ways for settle whose cause. I'll bring her back to this statement. Some researchers back then in Chicago University, and they work on a project where they look at and say the human brain will not even reach to the length of where it will not exhaust it. What's in this mean? Each and every problem where you get past 40, 50, 60 solutions. You know why we're not able to explore? One, we're lazy. I didn't say it. I'm not putting myself there. We're lazy for think. Yes. We're lazy, particularly with the black people. I don't put myself there. I put myself there. We're lazy for think. We like quick fix. So we like that kun for a kun. A be nice for be. So each war for the old Safo, Wandula, maturedly, we want to happen now. And we not get that party. Now God no more get that power where they say kun for a kun, be and it's done. If God say let this be, and it don't say for that happen. Now God get that party. And we for reserve that party too. But we as Motama, we not get that party. That I make we get for think, find solutions. Now we hope you know, Adebayo get a large audience, thousands of people and millions of people they see. I feel say if you sit down carefully, a carving a message people ain't gonna listen to her. But for lobby go into war, me, yes, counting out of it. It's true what did happen the other way. I make okay open the line. Why would they open the line? Because one let people encounter the ideas. You never know that God go use. You never know that God go use. We all get different. Now God now in the see we heart. Anybody God can use that. It can be me, it can be that purpose, it can be all the listening, we go just God will put idea apart. A counter, we talk, explore people and bar, it makes sense, or problem solve, or problem we handle. But let not take the easy fix. The easy fix of going to tribal war for fight self, kill self, because we say the leader, like what I can say, if a dog bets you, you say bet dog. Well, I don't be the same. If we leaders then they promote tribalism, though we serve at the ordinary people, we buy that bit day, then we don't be the same. So Lord, just think. Lord, find more solutions. I believe tribalism, the war, tribal war, if it can't us alone, it's bad. Let God thank us with that. All right. Okay. Now, I know one thing I want to put here, yesterday we talked something. Take a look on what you see on the screen. So this now Honorable Abdul Kabo, we now the minority leader. He said, Section 26, subsection 1 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone guarantees the right of citizens to belong to any registered political party of their choice. Security personnel should stop intimidating the opposition to the extent of confiscating their phones in various checkpoints. Now, remember what Cantona say, this is not the order of the day in a saloon. Checkpoint upon checkpoint, then they take people and phones, search them. If you join group, confiscate your phone, take your money in a yarn. This not just sort of like I'll go put on. They terrorize the people, and it's undone. But the thing where I get problem about, I know they see people need to talk about that much more. The authorities and don't turn. Even the people only they say, they see messages and come from the southeasterners and Bo, Kenema, other places, and they condemn some of them here. Condemn about even this tribalism where they fan flames for at least we're all day on the same page. But somebody be make a wise sort of like narration. I go bring for you the narration. I want you patient and listen. Today, a lot of people need to suffer in silence, in public, in private, because of their political affiliation, because of the tribe. I don't want to promote anything with tribalism. I tell you this. All right? I don't want to promote that. But behind the scene, I know when people, I know the amount of people who they talk to me. I mean, it's real. I'm telling you, that's tribalism is real. To be fair, I will be honest with you. I don't promise you on this platform, and I'll continue for stand by my word. I will never mislead anybody. Now, anything we hear come up from Mr. Komon-Tok, I get a proof. I don't check out. It's 100% authentic. When I tell you, say tribalism is real in all the offices. Say, I know people that are lost in jobs because of them perceive them for BAPC, then perceive them for being autonomous, then perceive them for BTB, then perceive them for maybe they're not like the government. This is not a factor, I tell you. I don't know what's in JMB they do. You see, Abu now one minister will be the try for promote tribalism. I be facing them for don't saka, but I'm not saka. Anyway, that remind you about Abu.
Bill Abu, I not choose for Bill Amakeni because Steve Nima not civilized. When they come to the Mende man, now they civilized. We get a lot of Timni people we don't get houses. Not a single day they go spoil the houses. But every day, me, I dey on a trend. I end up for move me beginning, the family from McKinney to Bo. I make every weekend, I dey make sure say I can Bo.
Yes, that was a minister. Now make us say if we allowed debates, because Mother Bill, I'm sure he see this clip. I'm sure he see this clip because this clip make rounds on the social media. If really is serious about national cohesion, I made the country scatter into pieces, into tribal war. This minister, and for don't fire her. Not for the first time this minister talk. I want to count for you back one video about this minister where they talk for kill. Where they come.
Who they shoot anyone will kill him. Let my man left wear black.
They don't come up for that place,
you understand? They say no SLBB. Now the thing and they take advantage. They say I know SLBB, then Leoneans. They're not the kill and the bio. Me, I don't tell brigade, I don't tell the I make a come. Where are they out there? I spoke to go if I meet right now. How for the better. Now make this come. You understand? Eh? Because then you can.
That was a whole minister. And guess what? Few months when he made this statement, then kill up to around 8 to 10 in a Makeni from generator. This was the minister waiting at that place there. And at the same minister back go make tribal slot, they're not doing nothing. You see why they tell you, say, long not take the bait. Me and you to not take the bait about leaders there. Because it's shameful to them. Shame on them, honestly. For they want to keep this kind of person on a cabinet. JMB, for they keep this kind of person in a cabinet. The span, they promote tribalism. Now, in as much as, I don't understand the frustration about the likes of Adebayo and other people that we can talk, oppose the government and they want change for happen suddenly. I can understand. Because if JMB, they keep this man in position, then just tell you about everything they go on at the system. This man don't pull a statement, say they for keep people there. It never happen now, in country or Saudi, so it never happen. Astaghfirullah, it never happen. If that statement where it talks to, now it happened, the next day they don't left that party. The next day they don't left, they don't fire. The next day. And that man not just stop the worst thing who they afraid for tribalism, or they condemn other people and so forth. We see a whole minister, they use tribal slot for let prom and say they all imagine. Well, it depends on the books that we read. Some books and right now they say the Timni are the largest ethnic group. Back then, we read saying that the Menden are the largest ethnic group. Well, we're not able to get correct statistics from statistics alone. We all know that because we not trust we not get any sources they would trust now because the previous census was politically motivated. We all know that, so we're not going to quote them. The point why they make here is whether or not Timni are the largest or the second, or the fact is these two tribes, the Mende and the Timni, are the largest ethnic group. For they get a whole minister, they generalize the entire tribe. That's not a red line. Any sober leader, if will take action against this person. But guess what? The man still has enjoyed. But people are not they talk. But listen, this last video I play for you, it will make a lot of sense to you. Patient, I'll explain that. What they can.
What goes around comes around. In Galatians chapter 6 verse 7, the Bible says, "Do not be deceived, for whatever a man sows, that he will certainly reap." It is at the same time the law of sowing and reaping, and this supports the law of karma. And in science, it supports Newton's third law of motion, which says that every action has equal or opposite reaction. And at the same time, it supports the law of attraction. In this very episode, I want to emphasize on the importance of showing concern for the well-being of others. The story is about an old farmer whose wife purchased a rat trap. In the farmyard, there was a bull, a goat, and a rooster. The other animals considered the rat to be a parasite since it wasn't part of the daily ration. So when the rat started running around and complaining about the farmer's wife's new investment, the rat trap, The farmyard animals couldn't be bothered. They didn't seem to care. They didn't think the rat trap would affect their food supply in any way. So why should they be bothered? Why should they be concerned about the rat anyway? Fast forward. In the night, a cobra's tail got caught in the trap and it couldn't escape. The rat trap held on to the tail. The next morning, the farmer's wife, Madame Sarah, went out to check if her trap had caught anything, and she got bitten by the angry snake. She became very ill. She became feverish, and in order to get her something to eat in her feverish condition, the rooster was killed to prepare chicken pepper soup. But she wasn't getting well. When her friends and families came to visit and stay overnight, they had to kill the goat to feed them. She eventually died. The funeral was attended by many people since Madame Sarah was a respected person in the society. She was a deaconess in the church and the chairperson of the Farmers' Wives Association. She was also the women's leader in the church, and her husband was the chairman of the local farmers union and the head of family. Imagine how that funeral was. Numerous people arrived, and to prepare food for all the mourners, they had to kill the bull. Listen to me. Today, you might think it is not your concern, but when the consequence of your actions or inactions start to manifest, you will soon realize that what goes around comes around. Soon enough, when it becomes necessary to sacrifice your own flesh to feed those who gathered due to your negligence, you will realize that what you previously thought didn't concern you actually did affect you all along. Listen, the rat survived to tell its story. It even gave a testimony in church on Sunday. Not a single person from the farmer to the mourners knew what actually happened in the farmyard. Nobody knew that Madame Sarah could still be alive if someone had taken action. Her tribute read, "It is the Lord who gives and the Lord who takes. Blessed be the name of the Lord." However, nobody knew the truth. What goes around comes around. Let us be concerned about the things that go on around us. Let us show concern to one another. Until I share another story with you.
All right, so fumble in essay, a word for the wise is quite sufficient. When Abide Edwards, with Principal Tizo Electawodi, doing assemble every morning, I'm sure those people that will be there doing we own this there. You can remember Tizo, Mr. Kamara, Tizo. A word for the wise. A word for the wise. It's quite sufficient. Anyway, we don't make in sort of like fun, but it's real. We get for challenge yourself. We get for put sort of blanket where politicians is used for hide behind. We get for unveil that. The people need for speak up. Southeasterners, where they see the injustice, they see the level of corruption and the level of tribalism in the offices. I know people that would tell me to start in office. When you go there today, the English language is dead and buried. Apua Bise 90 day. And I don't get no claim, I don't get no grievance against women, the brothers and sisters. But however, the trajectory at which we move as a country we need to be more concerned and speak out and go to the TRC. We go to the TRC. The TRC say no one tribe never passed 10% on a public office, particularly sensitive. No, we read the TRC. We see what's happening in Kenya. They get a sort of like a structure for prevent one tribe dominating any public office. Just at least for manage the tribal conflict. But yeah, Salon with the promoter. A shame when I see this guy still there as a minister. Abu, the government for don't set an example to her. But yeah, anyway, Fambulen, tonight, as soon as I see they talk so mild, I will just tap here. There are lots for talk, but not just tap here. A lot of things that we highly interesting, but tap here. At the end of again at the mic, we'll take calls in from Mona, and then we end up the program. Now give me small time. We can set up the mic for local and over the conversation. We can just now.
We are not just narrating the news, we are creating a national narrative, one that includes you. Join a community of voices under the banner of Talking Points platform. We are the voice of the motherland, Sierra Leone, taking your stories to the world. With TPP Leon, you're not just informed, you're part of the story. Consider to subscribe to our YouTube channel TPP Leon and click the notification bell to get instant alert. Follow, like us on Facebook, Talking Points platform. Your voice can make a difference, remember that.
We country slow, we want for no, why not they grow? Yeah, hey, we want for no, wait make we country they go slow, wait making all they grow. Yes, so I can for sure, yes I can for sure them see them way they make we know they grow. Say now we they die pampo, if I they try for go before. I beg, do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so if I try for go before, I beg, do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so before they do them thing, now we go make me glad.
All right. Yes. Call outside. They call from
United States of America, Maryland. Mr. Babatunde.
Okay, Babatunde, you get the platform. Go ahead.
You know, it's just sad, but like, I don't know, let God every day we begin think positively in this country, because like some people just blind to the fact. Even then they forget, say, technology that exists now, we get records of even past things. This dunya where we did so, a three-way dunya, you get the past, the present, and the future. We get for check them what you would do. What you do yesterday, they want with today for tomorrow, Bambai. But we know the take we brought out and turn blind eyes. Look at a man where the Nayaso, they talk about 5 feet going at this, he able to interfere into the affairs of other foreign governors, he get the most powerful network, then he turn blind eye to a country. Can you tell me you're patriotic? No. Now you country first. Charity begins at home. Correct the foul now you home, then you go correct other people. Talking about Tinubu this that, you not go impress like me. No, that's not patriotism. You see fault and problem now your country. This tribalistic thing, what they call so, this man just stand at the third phase. It don't begin from what I call them. It's high time we nip this thing off. It don't go born good picking. Like I wish we not again Nista when I mende, again sister and brother when I chimney and limba. Not to tribe, not to region me concerned, but now we country. Anything we get here, now yonder we gonna go show we serve. Hey boy, who still we go come to we serve? This regional and ethic what they call them, it don't full business that we play. This man say get power for change government now even Nigeria, this and that. But when I in brother then a power in a salon, it is see the wrong in Odua, Mr. Ponga. It is see in Odua. Are you patriotic? Come on. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
But this is it. It's painful.
Yeah.
Would I see the frustration of Adebayo? That's something make. They say he who complains as a for something wrong. What would they do? What would they let them call? And I mean, when they complain, say, don't let you, then they unbug you. Yes, you they unbug people then. Oh, yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. The line's still open. All right. Okay. Lobby, we take some of our text in small. And this one they come up from Lucas Bano. They say Dr. Samabaya was trying to draw Madabia attention to what is going on that will haunt him one day. And this one they come up from Mama Able TV, where they say, how is it possible that Salon is full of PhDs, doctor, and yet they are full of premature brains, so violent and lawless people. And okay. And okay. All right. Thank you, Christina. I love talking points. No problem. We still love you. And this one they come out after I think Zainab they reply to person. This one they come out from John Adamo. They say the man that made the video condemning Adebayo was on TPN network on Saturday. He claimed 85% of APC top brass is aware of the coup d'etat. That's an incitement that also deserves condemnation. I'm not here, if I be here, then we'll put them back. All right, now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, call outside the call from. Okay, we missed this caller. Oh, all right, caller, call back. Call back. And this one, I want to call man. Is this the man? All right, now we add another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Outside the call from.
Komon-Tok, Bosti from Belgium.
Yeah, Bosti, you get the platform. Go ahead.
From Belgium, Bosti. Yeah, concerning the discussion over tribalism, for me, if you travel, you don't get sense, you know, we ever get sense again. When we don't travel Canada and country there, we they see no matter how the people who meet here then like you, they see something in the differences. So if you get this sense, you travel or you go home or you get the opportunity for going people there. If you not try for bring the knowledge we acquire from outside in the name of development for come together, you move your country forward. If then they implement it, you get a chance to go to your country. Well, you are a failure for the rest of your life. This they go to the current leader. If this man with all in trouble there, he don't travel Ghana, Europe, he suffer in England. So if this man get the opportunity, go in a salon, I feel say if for learning lessons for redeem the nation, this man he kind of power they cause this trouble from day one up to this time. All these ups and downs when they talk of tribalism, this, that, and all the rest of it. This not be no. We don't forget about NTN. Do be honest, NTN will not be the think of their stuff here. So if this year they continue, too much trouble in a salon every day. Now then they go in at your host, then they go knock you domot, then they check your phone. You know, if we see no normal will not do something, I not feel say a solution. Not a solution. Yeah. This tribalism way that they balance. So not to see again we for afraid. Whenever they say now something they make monkey, I don't know how they make them parable than they.
All right.
Monkey they eat pepper, something like that.
You time done. In case you're on call, you go call back.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, for expand. Now we had another voice. Yes, caller. Okay, we don't let this one. Okay, let's take this one. Yes, call outside. You call from. Okay, we miss this caller. Sorry. Nami about the call by mistake, but anyway, call. Okay. And this one, they come up from Jidozo, they say, nothing lasts forever. Indeed, what goes around comes around. And this one, they say, because the southeastern people, they are not affected, so they don't. All right, now we move on to and this one they come from Lamin Bangura. I say why now these people are coming out to condemn in Adebayo, where was them when Bill and his wife was saying those kind of words. All right, now we had another voice. Yes, call outside. The call from.
They come from the US.
All right. You get
so regarding this tribalism, where people they talk about the government, the behavior and the truth, which they go on at the country generally. And you know, one thing which has always surprised me most, and the Northerners they were inside this government, so then they are SFPCSF. And the one there where they come on at the north and the south and at the west. And they're surprising people like Abbas Bundu and other people. So me own thing I decide for things that not blame other people angry. They September get a hand for play and this is the way they happen. In this because they're supposed we expect say they're supposed to come in for as for moderate waiting they go. Even to the vice president, he says I don't forget the name, sir. Even he says, you know, they all keep quiet. Yeah, they all keep quiet. You know, one thing they blame no more, just they talk no more boss, man, they demand. Also, they are angry at this government. Let's talk. Let's say it clear. Not only men demand no more than the responsible for commit for keep people there. This about one at the trouble, so not to Northern.
Yeah.
Anyway, they both so. Yeah. Now this are the time for say. So I mean the most disappointing thing that day, and this whole thing which they happen, the one where they come up from the north and this government, it seems like say they just care about their own self no more. And I them go for it. Basically. It seems like that for themselves no more. But I believe say we the people are the north supposed to put pressure on them people there. Where they come out. Not for always no more for talk about Mother Bill no more, talk about Chief Minister, talk about this, talk about that. I don't believe say not to all the Southeast vote for Mother Bill. If not the all the Southeast vote for Mother Bill not for become president. Basically I try for say. In people excessive need for coming and put pressure by them and there. Say Jesus now they do so no they born time picking tomorrow.
All right.
What's that you do so they born time picking tomorrow? Now that basically now that you know what me try for say.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. All right. Now we had another voice. Okay, don't miss this one. I'll take few texts then. Ambulance, you're not going to spend a little, not going for 2 hours, honestly. Please apologize. We'll just take a few more calls and then read some of our texts then. Silvia Palmer this year. So where was this man that is condemning Adebayo when this minister was promoting tribalism? And we go up and try to get few texts there. And this one, Joseph. So they say, Fatima BC, if you are not SLPP, you are not Leonean. Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok, for this video. Yeah, we don't see all them videos and they we don't see them red script and they and not good. That's not the least token say not good. And Martin Berg, so they say what is the way forward, because it's the same system and the same problem indeed. And that's why we are engaging ourselves to come up with ideas and we go set me free. I believe in the power of brainstorming. We will end up with something we will make a lot of sense to a lot of people. All right, so Fambulen, like I said, the program today is short, in order for it 2 hours, large, in order for people reading all sort of like names there, text them, because I'm not feeling that. I know today I just manage calm. I just take few names in there. I start to read Lifemans, the Doors, Mr. Shaw, Sarah Neely, Aisha Kester, Jerry Browning, all right, Jerry Browning, and all right, again, Kelvin Doe, Kelvin, yes, and Edward, Richard, Joseph, all right, Zainab C, okay, Pakish, Victoria, all right, so Fambulen, tell me plenty, thank you. We'll end the program. I'm not sure if I will able to come tomorrow, but if I'm okay tomorrow, then definitely I will come. We'll get a lot of things, a lot. So no type of program, yeah. Definitely by God empower. If I'm okay tomorrow, I'll definitely jump on the mic again and bring to more of this. Until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Bye.
We are not just narrating the news, we are creating a national narrative, one that includes you. Join a community of voices under the banner of Talking Points platform. We are the voice of the motherland, Sierra Leone, taking your stories to the world. With TPP Leon, you're not just informed, you're part of the story. Consider to subscribe to our YouTube channel TPP Leon and click the notification bell to get instant alert. Follow, like us on Facebook, Talking Points platform. Your voice can make a difference, remember that.